Hello students, welcome to week 8, our final week for Journal 371. This week we will focus on types of blogs and we will have a series of assignments that will help us wrap up the final course objectives and details we have. It's important to know we are reading chapters 10 and 11 this week. We're watching a video on best blogging tips. This is designed to help you with our assignments as we evaluate many different blogs. We actually have a short week. Everything is due no later than Friday. We have some stuff due on Thursday, but we have 4 assignments, and that's loosely stated in the fact that one of them is a wrap-up from last week for our critical assignment blog discussion board, and so that one, it's loosely the 4th assignment, but it's really a continuation from week 7. So to be specific, we have discussion board number 8, which has its initial posts, your answers to the questions, due by Thursday, with reply posts due on Friday. Journal number 3 is due on Friday. Blog analysis number 4 is due on Friday, and then the replies that are required for your critical assignment discussion board are also due by Friday. However, you could have completed this at any point between when the initial post was due last Sunday until Friday, but it is formally due this Friday. To clearly see what we are working on, we have 3 course objectives we are striving to complete this week. We're examining the review and advice blogs of the textbook section in our reading. We are discussing why people trust review and advice blogs, as well as evaluating our plan for completing coursework this term. Did it work out the way we thought it would? This aligns with objectives 3.1 and 3.2 in the course objectives in our syllabus. Blog analysis number 4 is the same as the first 3 blog analyses assignments. However, this one you must select a blog from the critical assignment discussion board. You will not post this at all in the discussion board section. However, you will be evaluating one of your peers' blogs. So to find a blog, go to the critical assignment discussion board in Blackboard, select any student blog that you would like to look at, and evaluate it using the requirements for blog analysis number 4. Then write your blog analyses and post it in this particular link in Blackboard. If you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to looking at that assignment. Journal number 3 asks you to write a 2-page essay that essentially wraps up some of the major points of the course. It asks you to look at what you learned in the course, to reflect on your learning, what you got out of it, what advice you would give to a friend about content in the course, and essentially close out the last step in our metacognition plan, which is to reflect about our learning. So journal number 3 is a reflection of our learning that we've done this term. It should be 2 pages, and there are a series of questions listed in Blackboard for you to answer related to that topic. Critical assignment discussion board. Now, as I mentioned a few minutes ago, this assignment began in week 7 when you were required to submit your discussion board submit your blog to the discussion board for the critical assignment. If you've not replied to any other of your classmates yet, that is required, and you will need to reply to them no later than Friday of this week. If you've already done that, then that's fine. You're well on your way to completing this assignment. I'm looking for you to provide a 200-word reply that shares some of your thoughts about their posts, their topics, and what their blog is about. Discussion number 8 asks you to give your thoughts about advice blogs. Have you ever read them? Do you read them? Do you find them beneficial? What are some things that we've learned in the text about this? And what does this relate to review blogs and your presumptions about how you utilize blogs that provide reviews of products? This is due no later than Thursday, with replies due on Friday. Do remember that the course ends on Friday of week 8, day 5, so you need to have all of your assignments in by Friday this week. I wanted to point out some content from the text about writing an advice blog. Even though you'll be writing from experience when it comes to writing advice blogs, your blog on advice or giving advice on a topic should bring in facts and evidence that help build and support your expertise. With that, you need to have research and source that research in a way that shows that not only do you consider yourself an expert on the topic, but you are an expert to the point to where you also have support from outside sources to help you with that. After all, readers are always going to ask you, how do I know your advice would work? So here are some guidelines in doing that is to incorporate the advice of other experts, and once again, link like crazy. You're not the only expert in your subject area. And so you are the one that are definitely not the only expert in the subject area on the internet. So it's important that you cite and link to other advice from others when you are writing about a topic that's giving advice to others on many different things. This is not just to help your readers, but it benefits you. It makes other bloggers in your subject area aware of your blog, first of all. So that's a public relations tactic in getting the word out there. But if other bloggers know about you, they may link to you and help you build an audience. And so with that, it can really help in that engagement and that two-way flow of communication that will help you lead to a lively discussion on your blog and ultimately gain viewers and followers. It's important to not be afraid of offering an opinion. Remember, your blog is your show. You don't need to be wishy-washy about it at all. You can say exactly what you'd like to say about whatever you'd like to say and support it with outside sources to help you do that. Online and writing useful blogs in general will help you if you keep your advice succinct and confident. Remain confident in what you have to share with your audience, and that will help you most of all in building your expertise around the market that you're working to become an expert in or to share your expert opinion in already. I also want to talk about the 3S rules. In giving advice or giving perspectives online, you need to be succinct, simple, and clear. You need to be succinct. You need to keep your writing succinct and simple and sincere to the point to know that the reader is always looking for a reason to stop reading. If you find you've written a draft of an article that's long and wordy, incorporate these 3 terms into it. Did you write clearly and objectively? Were you simple and clear with your advice that is easy for somebody to follow without having a conversation? Have you shown empathy and sympathy in your honest, candid advice? It's really important to do that. Break your blog into those three pieces, or if your blog is really wordy and you can't cut the content, then break it into a series post, which means you will post it in 3 or 4 posts along the course of a week to help build engagement and drive people back to your site. Each post should have a narrow and specific focus, perhaps a sub-theme of what the overall article is, and consider using excerpts from 2 posts that they are looking for. So you need to make sure that you are definitely working on answering a question specifically, but also providing information that follows along with the 3 S's. If you have any questions related to that, do reach out. I am looking forward to going through your critical assignments this week. As you know, the critical assignment was due your entire blog in week 7. I'll spend most of this week going through that and providing you with feedback on that. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out, but also do keep in mind that the course ends on Friday this week. So your discussion board number 8 initial post is due on Thursday. Replies to that discussion are due on Friday. Journal number 3 is due on Friday. Blog analysis number 4 is due on Friday. And then if you have not posted the replies to the discussion board forum for your critical assignment, that is also due no later than Friday. Please reach out with any questions. Do not forget to complete the course evaluation. If we have 90% participation in the course evaluation, I will give you 10 extra credit points, each of you individually, but 90% of the class has to complete that. You do not need to send anything to me. I get notifications as to the percentage of students that complete the evaluation a couple times a week during the course eval period, so I will know what the percentages of the class's completion rate. So other than that, I've enjoyed instructing you all this term. I hope you've learned a sufficient and enough information about blogging and how this relates to the careers of journalism and public relations. I'm always here for you if you need anything. Do not hesitate to reach out, and I pray you all have a blessed week. God bless.